Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can read the volume indicator, but more importantly, some of my key takeaways on how we can use it to really dictate when that tide is turning and when we can really utilize them entry points. So getting started with the volume. So what you're seeing down the bottom here, these green and red boxes, these are readings of volume. Okay. Now the typical rule of thumb is the higher the volume bar, the more volume. This means there's more trading activity going on during that period. Now you can get a volume which represents days, hours, minutes. It all depends on kind of what time frame you're laying that volume on top of. And the different colors just signal, let's say, who won that time period. So if it was red, it means the sellers took control and drove the price down. If it was green, it means the buyers took control and drove the price up. Okay. Now, when I look at volume, as you can see, it can look quite messy. You're going to see up and down all over the place. There's no kind of trends. There's no real signals with this. Where I use volume to really dictate when are optimal times to take trades or when you're maybe seeing the price change direction is normally linked in with what I would call a key level. So if we was to have a look at this right now, okay, what we can see here is a key level of support where the price is coming down and bouncing. Okay. Now, what you're going to see are two different times of option A and option B. Now, what you can see with option A is as the price kind of bounces off here, you can see there's no real increase of buying volume. So that would be green. Yeah, there's no increase here. Where if you look at option B, you can see the price comes down, sits at this level, and then we're getting from one day to the next, we're starting to see an increase in volume. It doesn't have to be multiple days, just simple as one day to the next. The slightest increase is a very early indication of a change in direction. Okay. And then what you can see how this then follows the difference in behavior. Option A here doesn't really move on too much. Yeah. It kind of goes up in 1 or 2 days, but then kind of goes sideways. Where if we was to look at option B, because it's got the volume behind it, you're going to see some more further moves kicking in. Okay. So always important to make sure that you have volume on your side when you're first looking to take action or you're looking for key areas of where the price can turn around. Now, what's important is what time frame. This is one of the golden questions I get asked all the time is, James, what time frame should I be looking at my volume tools? Do I look on a daily time frame? Do I look at on a 4 hours? Do I look on an hour? It will all come down to what type of trader you are, whether or not you're more looking at kind of long positions, medium term, or short term positions. And I think it always really has to relate from the bottom up. Okay, you can't build the house without having foundations. It's not going to stand very long. So before I look at going into what sort of time frame, what type of trader you should be, one of the key things you should be asking yourself is what type of trader am I? What are my traits? What are going to be my time frames I'm available to trade in? What sort of capital have I got to trade in? This is all going to come down to what we call your unique DNA. Okay, something if you've never heard of before, please go check out our website. It's so important to start from the ground up. So you have to work out how you as a trader are before then starting to put everything into play. And the problem you see with a lot of people that don't have a unique DNA, don't know who they are as a trader, they go through periods where they feel like they've really sussed a strategy and then it goes completely wrong for them. Maybe they blow an account, they're kind of back to square one and they're constantly chopping and changing what we kind of call like a jack of all trades, master of none. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not performing your strategy correctly. It might just be that you're not compatible with that strategy. So I can't stress to you enough. Please make sure you do work out you as an individual, as a trader, to be able to really unlock that success.